Star Trek, Highly Illogical. These are the ramblings of Spanner and Alfie. Their continuing mission, to overanalyze sci-fi telly, to explore nonsensical truth and strange new observations, to badly go where too many have gone before.
Kapla.
Kapla. Kapla. Welcome back, everybody. Hello.
You don't know this from watching the stream, but while the videos are playing, we can't see each other. And like a minute ago, Alfie was just like in her usual worky dregs, and now you look like, I think I know what you're going for. How are you dressed all of a sudden? Because this wasn't the case before the credits started.
I'm on shore leave. I've done with work for the day. I'm on shore leave. I've gone to Riser.
Riser, nice.
Yeah. Yes.
Nice sun riser.
Exactly.
Good, but that's that doesn't really fit me. When this is we're all about first officers this week.
Yeah, but the first officers, particularly one in particular, likes to spend a lot of time at Riser, and so I've gone in the spirit of Riser today. I'm feeling like a bit of shore leave. Okay, so for those who haven't caught our little Star Trek quiz every Wednesday night, I'm Alfie. That scumbag over there is Spanner, and
Spanner and number one Alfie. That sounded weird. Maybe you should be the captain for this week.
Insubordination.
Yeah. Jenka, Starsfriend, Johan. We've got a few people with us. Oh, and you guys are going to have to start picking some names that I can pronounce in the live chat.
Malcolm.
Like Malcolm, for example. Yeah.
Yeah.
Travis. Chris Frendricks.
Okay, that is the goal. Every show we have to drop Chris Frendricks' name until we can pronounce it properly.
Yeah. I'm going to tell you up with it.
So what are we doing tonight? What's the quiz topic for this week?
The first officers, second in command, first officer, executive, the one who sits by the captain, next to the captain. When the captain ill-advisedly goes off on a away mission,
okay. For those who can't
the first
understand,
officer gets the bridge.
which I don't blame you. Tonight the topic is first officers.
Isn't that what I just said in a really long roundabout way? Like I was stuck in the pattern.
Maybe. Yeah, actually, you eloquently put that. Say it again, one more time, Spanner.
I can't remember what I said. It's something about the XO. The XO.
It's my
in fact, you've got... you're gonna echo now.
Okay, cool.
In fact, you had something to start us off, I think, to get us into the swing of things.
This is for the viewers out there who we love very much. I wanted to kick us off with some beautiful drawings that I painstakingly did. Now, my 5-minute Star Trek sketches, and if you want to drip into the comments which first officer I have drawn.
Dagan says, shouldn't the first officer be the one going off on the away missions? You're quite right. Riker pointed that out often enough, didn't he? But Kirk, you just couldn't keep him on the bridge. I mean, every 2 minutes he was out of his chair and running to the turbo lifts.
Yeah, no, I think that's a good point that's made there. I think the primary objective for any good first officer is to be in charge of the away missions. The captain has to look after the baby Enterprise or Voyager or Discovery or blah blah blah, the ship essentially, and the first officer should be the one exploring the strange new worlds on foot.
Yeah, Picard was a good, he's a well-behaved captain, wasn't he? He stuck to the bridge or the ready room.
Yeah, Picard liked to dabble on away missions, but he understood that it was always Riker's first and foremost responsibility.
Yeah. So whenever Picard did go on an away mission, he'd always start off by he preempted Riker and said, before you start telling me that I'm not allowed to go, I'm just telling you, this once I am going. That's all into it. Don't even bother to argue. And he always did that. Like
On the
other
times
week.
that he really wanted to go. Oh yeah, when he wanted to go on a away mission, he was serious about.
Oh yeah, he meant it.
He was like, I don't care if my heart's broken, not because of falling out of love, just because he's got a.
Well, Picard
dodgy
is.
temper.
Yeah, he doesn't have human emotions.
Yeah.
So show us. Let's have a see. Let's have a see how much the live chat know about first officers from your.
Okay, the first person to write
Capital-esque
this is in the
drawing.
chat wins a prize of live gack sent in the mail.
Yeah, a whole barrel of live gack.
Ooh! Who is this? It says it at the top, kind of. This is a very, very.
If I was Jonathan Frakes, that would be like looking in a mirror. Straight in there.
All right, well done,
Yeah.
well done, good job. So there's a bit of a backstory here. I used this drawing in one of our podcast episodes. We had an episode called James T. Shirt instead of James T. Kirk, and then we made T-shirts with William T. Shirt as well. It was an
It was
intro
all about
that
uniforms. Yeah.
Listen to the episode if you care for the full backstory on such a drawing. Anyway,
Yeah.
and the next one is who is this first officer?
All right, now that suddenly got more challenging.
Thank you, Johan. I appreciate the not a bad drawing.
Yeah, spends a lot of time on these.
No, I don't. I spend literally
Yeah, it's the Discovery guy, but
depending on how many felt tips are working. Discovery guy. Yeah, that'll do. Discovery guy. I mean,
it's close.
oh, it says Sulu Yuhu Su. As a hint.
Sorry, cat there.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
no one wins that
I
one.
don't blame you for forgetting.
That one's Saru, and he is a Kelpian from the planet
Sulu.
Kelp. No, what's the planet called? It's not called
I
planet.
can't remember.
Kelpian.
I can't remember. I just didn't like that they called him. I mean, could they not think of anything that wasn't didn't sound just like Sulu?
Well, they like to use names that sound similar, and much to the annoyance of the fans. Yeah. But it's like pronounced Saru, like Saru, not
Yeah.
Saru.
I just feel like they could have done better. Okay. Yeah, we kind of got there.
And
Yeah,
last one
okay.
is if you can, Vulcan.
It's the eyebrows. You totally nailed the eyebrows there.
Thank you. That's the first drawing I ever did. I mean, not as a child. I mean, like the first one.
Yeah, this was just the other day. Ah, there we go. Johan's in there first.
Yes.
Gotta be right.
You are surely right. Surely you are right. That is.
Yeah. I mean, there must
first
be
officer,
what, 1, 2, 3. Is there 3 or 4 people who've played Spock now? I don't know. Let's say yes. Green-blooded hobgoblin. Tinkar says. Good. Well done.
Okay, I think. Three. But obviously, no one is Leonard Nimoy. Yes.
No one is Leonard
But I
Nimoy.
do like the iteration of the Spock in Strange New Worlds. Now I know it's the same actor from the Spock, the guy that plays Spock in Discovery, but the character is different in Strange New Worlds for sure. And he's like a bit of a hench, like a bit of a more interesting Spock than how he depicted the role in Discovery. But maybe that was just
He's quite good at Spock in Strange New Worlds, but he's not amazing either.
But he's better at it in Strange New Worlds than in Discovery, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot to put my sun hat on. I'm going to get burnt.
Your riser hat. Ah, there you go. Now it looks like you're on riser. Okay, why don't we get started? Why don't we just do it?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, what's round 1? Okay, you
Very
have
good,
the
very
call.
good. What are the
This
rules?
one's mine. Isn't it? Let's see. All right, so this is pretty easy if you know the answers.
Right.
So I'm going to jump straight into this. It's who I need you to tell me who was left in charge of the bridge while the captain was otherwise indisposed in these episodes.
Okay, so the captain is doing something else. Maybe he's gone to his ready room for a little sleep.
Maybe he's on Risa.
Or he's been
Who knows?
assimilated or something. And
Happened.
someone needs to be in charge. And who is
Right.
that person?
I mean, you can't leave the bridge unattended. Okay, so these may not technically have been first officers, but they had the bridge. You have the con. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Ready.
So, who was left in charge of the Enterprise D after the ship was in a collision with a quantum filament?
A quantum filament. Those pesky.
Those pesky
filaments.
quantum filaments.
Okay. Could
always
you
tripping over
could you
quantum
explain
filaments.
what a quantum filament is? Please.
I don't have time to stand here and explain quantum physics to you, I'm afraid. No, I do know, but there isn't time.
Okay.
You might not understand.
Okay.
Basically, it's like a quantum torpedo, except it's kind of long and thin and filamenty.
Right. So the Enterprise D is stuck in a quantum filament, and is it the Next Generation?
It was the Enterprise D. Actually,
that is the
well,
Next
we've
Generation.
already got answers in the live chat.
I don't
So
want
that's what
to.
he really knows.
I don't want to.
These.
So I don't. I'm too tempted to cheat.
But look, you don't need to look.
I'm not looking.
But I'm
I'm not looking.
checking.
So,
Yeah, Starsfoy's got it.
is it the episode where Frere Jacques?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
All right.
Picard does have a little sing along.
Then it's Deanna Troi. It's the first time that she's ever in command of the ship with O'Brien,
Yes.
Ro Laren. They're on the bridge, and she has to take control, and she doesn't know what the hell she's doing. And they're looking to her for advice, and she's like, "I don't know, you guys." And they're like, "Well, should we do this?" And she's like, "Yes, that was what I was gonna say." And then they do that, and then
And Ro Laren's being kind of a dick about the whole thing.
So the episode is called Frere Jacques. No, I do know what the episode.
God. What is the episode called? Can't remember.
Disaster. It's called Disaster. Is it called Disaster?
Oh yeah, maybe.
If it is, I should win all the points for the rest of the games. This here
That's
now.
what it says. They typed that one before I even asked the question. But yeah, that was correct. It's Diana. Well done. And it's a really good one because I think she did a really good job. I like that. I like that they so that's the one where they establish that they call everybody sir if you're in charge. Ro Laren was kind of a dick to her to begin with, but came around in the end when
Janeway prefers captain. Or she doesn't like ma'am or sir.
Doesn't. No, she doesn't like
she
sir
likes
either.
captain or juicy lips.
Yeah.
Juicy lips Janeway.
That's
all right, sorry.
That's right. Yes, you get all the gack you can eat, which is probably not very much.
We'll be filling your PO box with gack. Get ready.
All right, so that was actually a pretty easy one because I know how much you like that episode. All right then. So, who had to deal with an angry Cretacean captain when they unexpectedly turned out to be the most senior crew member on the bridge? Cretacean. Remember the Cretaceans?
Can it be Alara from the Orville? So they're the most senior person, and they have to deal with a captain who is not behaving himself.
Who had to deal with an angry Cretacean captain when they unexpectedly turned out to be the senior crew member?
Or is that a vocabulary word?
What, Cretacean?
Yeah.
It's a species.
Okay, cool. Just to clarify.
Do you need a clue? Because now I reread that. Now I actually say that question out loud. It sounds really vague.
And what is a Cretacean? Yeah, I don't even know the species of Cretacean.
I could give you the series. That might help.
Sure. Not going to say no.
I'll give you the ship that they found themselves in charge of. It was the Enterprise NX-1.
Okie dokie. Okay, so who was in charge of the Enterprise on the show Enterprise?
Right. Unexpectedly, the most senior person on the bridge. Oh, okay. So,
I'm not
John
looking.
Cott says the Cretaceans were a warp-capable humanoid civilization native to the planet Cretasa.
Thank you for that.
Cretaceans from Cretasa.
Yeah, who are a warp-capable species. Excellent information.
That's what it says to Paul.
Hey. No, not to Paul. I
not
think
to Paul,
not to Paul, just because you guessed it. Not to Paul.
Jenk, I'll Google that. But I think we could have got to the fact that
It's
Cretaceans are
first
from
officer,
Cretasa.
so it has to be to Paul. I forgot. Why am I making this so difficult on myself? It's got to be the first officer. It's got to be to Paul.
I did specify at the beginning they may not have been the first officer, but they just found themselves in charge of the bridge. It's not the first officer. I didn't really think about that.
Right.
I'm just trying to worm my way out of it, I'm like a live gag.
I give up on this question. No. Mayweather.
Starsfreund is saying, other than that, it could have been Malcolm or Trip. What did you say?
Oh, actually, I think I could see Trips bumbling his way, having to deal with it. Because Trips had engineering, so it could be Trip Tucker, having trying to keep his patience with
Trip.
irate captain. Am I onto something here?
You actually said it.
Oh, then go with what I said.
You're kind of just listing all the people on Enterprise, but
no. I said Mayweather.
It was Travis. Did anybody?
I don't remember him.
Nobody got that.
I don't
Nobody
remember
got that
him
one.
being in charge. No.
It was kind of a vague question. Now that I reread it myself, it was, what was the episode called? Something like Vox Solar, and this stringy web-like, slightly spermy kind of alien gets on board, and it wraps up Trip and Archer in a web thing, and they start reading each other's memories, called Vox Solar. That was it.
Yes, that's a cool episode. They're in a spider web of goop, sort of like a fly traps its prey, and then it became sort of the thing.
And it came from a Cretacean ship because they got all pissed off with the Enterprise crew for eating in front of them.
Yes.
And Travis had to try and pacify this angry Cretacean who was in one because somebody had eaten in front of him, and they may as well have
anal stuff. Basically, anal stuff.
Yeah.
The face orifice is equal to the other orifices in Cretacean culture.
As far as Cretaceans,
you got to be respectful when you eat. Eat in private. Use disgusting.
So that was a tough one. This one could be super easy, or it could be as annoyingly vague as that last one. All right. Oh, and the way I've written the question means it narrows it down anyway. It doesn't matter. Who did Janeway transfer her command codes to when Voyager encountered the Komar?
The Komar.
Yeah. So Janeway transferred her command codes to someone.
I'm going to say the holographic doctor.
The Doctor?
Under the program command,
Remember this is who is in charge of the bridge.
EMH, ECH, which is the...
No. That's what I'm saying, Mr. Vulcan. Mr. Vulcan. Sorry, that's a terrible Neelix impression. That's just what Starfleet's saying. I'm not saying that's correct or not.
Well, whose side do you want, really? Yeah, obviously beyond Starfleet's side.
I mean, you stick to your guns if you think that's the way to go.
Which way's the beach?
Hey, Paul's with us. Hey, Paul. Let's just give the question again, because Paul's just joined us, so let's ask the question again. Who did Janeway, Captain Janeway, transfer her command codes to on Voyager when Voyager encountered the Komar?
Who was it, Paul? Answer now.
Answer now, or you're off the bridge.
Dun, 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 dun. That's not really countdown music, but it's as
Yeah.
good as I can do. Okay. Serious answering. It
Connor.
is.
No.
I'm gonna go with. I want to see the ECH, which is the holographic command,
The emergency command hologram.
emergency command hologram, but I don't think it is. I think Tuvok. But Tuvok, it wouldn't be made a big deal if Tuvok had the command codes, right?
That's true.
Because he does what's necessary.
I think let's. I'm going to say that you got this one. It was the EMH.
Oh, I shouldn't doubt
It was
myself.
the, it was
I always
the
doubt
doctor.
myself.
Yeah.
And that, that's
That
a
Starspoint, just
sky
as I
because they're
said, that
not
Starspoint
first
typed
officers.
out the emergency command hologram. Yeah. So
Yeah.
the Coma were a non-corporeal trianic-based energy being thing,
Energy
and
bitch.
they could take over people's bodies. So they didn't know who was possessed, whatever you call it, and who wasn't. So Janeway transferred her command codes to the Doctor because he
Because they
was
couldn't
about the
possess
only
the
one.
hologram. Bingo.
Yeah.
Great
So-
episode, though. And honestly, goosebumps. When he activated his emergency command program, I really
And he
loved that
turned
moment.
red.
It was my superhero moment. It was.
It's like seeing Data wearing command red. It was just so exciting. I don't know why. It just
Or when Wesley Crusher gets his ensign uniform.
yeah. No, not that one. But when Data wore red, it gave me a semi. I don't mind saying. I shouldn't have said that. Okay. That was the end of round one. I feel like you did pretty well.
Thank you. I think I got all of them right.
I think
Thanks
so.
to my friends.
Yeah, the guys in the chat there, I think did pretty good too. Shall we? Let's just get straight on.
Right. All right.
Round two
is. Log. I love how you just put a picture of a log there. That's incredible. I'm glad it wasn't
First officer's log.
Like they always probably do they probably record their officer's log in the bathroom.
Got wood. Stars Freund says got wood. Oh, you look like you got a Robin Hood hat on there, like Troy or someone.
Like Robin Hood. Oh, I
I
am not a merry man. That's my
I hate questionnaires. That's Worf's best quote in the whole of. Anyway,
So-
tell us how this works.
Let me just get rid of the hat. That's how you Star Trek hat away. Transport. I've been a bit sick this week, so
I thought you looked rough.
if I'm not quite on form, then just blame the sickness.
Okay.
Not that I'm ever on form. Let's be real. All right. So Captain's log is which first officer basically said this. I'm going to read out a quote that's a pretty famous quote by a first officer, and you have to tell me which first officer said it. Alrighty, right.
Sounds easy.
So
I'm going to keep an eye on the
let's
live
start with
chat.
a really good one. Now, it was a very long quote, so I thought I'd write it independently, but I'm actually just going to read it off my phone. You can look at my beautiful
I love that.
Star
Love that
Trek
case.
while I make it so.
There was a heated discussion on Bolt Plus a while ago about whether you should have milk in your Earl Grey, which is just, I've never heard such nonsense.
Well, you can if you want.
I almost pushed my desk over and left.
No use crying over not spilt milk.
Not spilt milk. Right. You're
No
right.
milk
You're
in
right.
it. Okay. Are you ready? Which first officer said the following?
Yeah. Sorry. I'm just going to say hello to JH is here. Yo, JH. We have got a quiz going on tonight. You're just in time for round two.
Round two. So, which first officer from any Star Trek said this? And I'll do my impression. I can tell you a story, an ancient legend among my people. It's about an angry warrior who lived his life in conflict with the rest of his tribe, a man who couldn't find peace even with the help of his spirit guide. For years he struggled with his discontent, the only satisfied blah 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 blah. The quote is pretty long. So,
Oh, okay, yeah,
won't go
arguably
through all.
the worst first officer in the series. I mean, nothing against him personally. They never did anything interesting with him.
Well, I love the character, but personally,
I do
I
impression.
have a
My
lot.
impression, like, that's like a
That's
tattoo.
actually, yeah.
Have we got it? Yeah. Yes.
Don't
Yeah. Stars Freud. Dick.
Would you like me to finish the
The
quote
guy.
as you're talking?
Yeah.
The only satisfaction he ever got came when he was in battle. That made him a hero among his tribe, but the warrior still longed for peace within himself. One day, he and his war party were captured by a neighboring tribe led by a woman warrior. Woman warrior?
What?
Madness.
A woman warrior?
She called on him to join her tribe because her tribe was too small and weak to defend itself, from all the women warriors being all small and weak. The woman warrior was brave and beautiful and very wise, relatable. The angry warrior swore to himself that he would stay by her side, doing whatever he could to make her burden lighter. From that point on, her needs would come first, and in that way, the warrior began to know the true meaning of peace. Those famous words said by the one and only, who is it, Spanner?
Chuckles. Chakotay.
What did you say?
Q calls him Chuckles.
Chuckles. I thought you said cuckold Chakotay. All right.
Yeah. Terrible character.
I could imagine him letting other men have sex with his wife in front of him for sure. He'd been nice enough to just sort of pretend that he was busy doing something else in the kitchen. He always talks about his people.
My people.
And his damn spirit animals, and his tribe, and his spirit gurus, or whatever.
Laugh if his spirit animal were a guy.
Pseudo.
Starspoint's asking, where were they stranded? Can't remember. The Delta Quadrant, I guess.
Where were Voyager stranded?
In that episode. Were they stranded somewhere? Is that the one where him and Janeway got left behind somewhere? And almost became a thing. But they just managed to keep it in the pants until they got picked up again.
Possibly, but this episode's probably about some medicine bundle and how his people taught him some stories about how to be.
As soon as you said "my people," then we knew.
I thought I'd start easy, and I thought I'd start by annoying you because I know how much. Just like Chakotay.
Yeah. Okay. What's next?
It's not Chakotay's fault. The writer didn't give a fuck about Chakotay.
Yeah.
All right. The next one is. Should I do an easy one or a harder one?
Give us a hard one.
All right.
Said Chakotay to the captain.
The only way to defeat fear is to tell it no. No fear.
This is a first officer. The only way. What do we think, live chat? Is to tell it no.
The only way to defeat fear is to tell it no.
Starsfry saying TNG, which would make it Riker. I don't know if I can quite hear that coming out of Riker's chiseled jaw.
Riker's beard.
Beardy, weirdy Riker. How about Kira? Do we like Kira for this?
Logical answer.
Kira Nerys?
But like you would tell fear, no. Not the right answer. No.
Oh, okay. I don't know, actually, there's a few people now saying it's Riker. Okay, let's say Riker.
How many guesses do you get? What is this? Monopoly?
Only until we get it right, and then we don't need to.
Okay. Then...
Wrong. Oh, okay.
By process of elimination, just like go through
episode where they got caught in the simulation. No, I guess not. That's fine.
I can give you a clue, which
Yeah, give us a clue.
you might think it's unfair, actually, but it's not unfair because this is Star Trek, quiz and nothing is unfair. You ready? So this person is not always the first officer. Sometimes they are another role.
Oh.
But they have been first officer. So, and I think
So
they started off as
asking
first
if
officer.
that was Voyager. Tuvok?
Wrong alert.
Yeah, okay, this is a tough one. That was. I didn't think it was Tuvok, really. That was a long shot. Not always the first officer. Oh, wait a
No, but I
minute.
do think they started out as first officer.
Worf. I was just gonna. Yeah. Degal just says Worf. I was just thinking. I was just wondering if this was Worf. All right, let's go with JH as Spock.
No.
How many more are there? Have we run out? To Paul?
Nope.
Una Chin Riley?
Who?
I guess not then. I feel like we're running out of options here. Not always the first option. No, you're going to have to tell us. It's dragging on too long.
Han Solo. I'm just kidding. It is Michael Burnham from Discovery.
Michael Burnham.
It's
That's
just a
tricky.
lame. I know you could have got it at the lame thing, like the lame quote. The only way to defeat fear is to say, "Ah, my glasses." Is to say no, not "Ah, my glasses."
I thought it was quite poor writing.
Well,
Yeah.
You should have got that then, and from that.
Yeah, JH say, yeah, wasn't Spock science and first officer? I think it was both. It was science officer and first officer, wasn't it?
Yes. Spock is also science officer and first officer.
Yeah, Stars one points out nobody watched it, so that does make it tricky. Good one. Okay, give us another.
You asked for a hard one. Do you want an easy one now?
Yeah.
If I don't mate with a mate, Vulcan or otherwise, I'll die.
Oh, okay. I think this one. Maybe this is the one that JH was actually answering. If I don't mate with another Vulcan, I will die.
If I don't mate, Vulcan or otherwise, I will die.
Vulcan or otherwise.
It doesn't have to just be a Vulcan. They're not
So
fussy.
maybe it's. Everybody's saying Spock. Did Spock specify that it didn't have to be a Vulcan? I don't think he did. Could this be to Paul, in fact?
Right alert.
Hey! Okay. Yes, that's when just stuck it in there at the end, Paul. Sneaky. I was gonna jump in there and say Spock initially, so I'll forgive
you
all
were.
those Spocks in the live
Good
chat.
job alert.
Wow, you just made that one on the fly.
I did,
Well
but I
done.
want the ticker. I want the ticker. How do I get it? Whatever. Good. I like this. Good job alert.
Good job.
Good
Okay.
job. Thumbs up alert. Okay, well done. That was
Keep
good.
them coming while we're doing well.
Okay. This is a good, easy one for you as well. This is a good quote from Star Trek in general. Logic is the beginning of wisdom, not the end.
I know this one. I even know where it's from and who he was talking to.
And what you were wearing when it was first.
Yeah. Yes, Starsfront's in there. Yeah, JH is just pointing out. Yeah, he's saying that Vulcans can die if they don't mate every 7 years. Punfar.
Punfar. No,
Yeah.
Ponfar. I think I call it
Punfar, sorry. We call it a punfar when we make crap jokes. Yes, the guy says, now it's Spock. And this was from, I think this was from Star Trek 6, The Undiscovered Country. And he was talking to Kim Cattrall.
Yes, she is, and she's a bridge officer in Undiscovered Country. Well done. Logic is the beginning of wisdom, not the end. And I like that sentiment.
Yeah, it was good. And he was wearing his bathrobe and everything.
There we go. You even knew what he was wearing. Excellent work. Excellent work.
It's a really underrated film, actually. I think Star Trek 6. I think it's a really good one. There's the one where they're trying to make friends with the Klingons, but there's a sort of consortium of Vulcans and humans, and
why you not accept my friend request on Facebook?
And Christopher Plummer makes an excellent Klingon.
Agreed. Well done. That was very good. Very, very good. You want another one?
Yeah, if you got them.
It proves that even the most disagreeable species have some positive attributes. Which first officer said it?
Give us that again.
It proves that even the most disagreeable species have some positive attributes.
Ooh.
Ooh la la.
Even some disagreeable species.
It proves that even the most disagreeable species have some positive attributes.
So yeah, Starsproing's asking if this is DS9 Kira. I don't know if I can quite hear Kira's voice there. I wonder, were they talking about...
Yes, Kira can be sassy. It's not
She
Kira,
can,
but yeah, but it's a sassy. So who's sassy? Who's generally quite
who's got some good sass in Star Trek?
Who's a first officer?
Saru. Oh well, Saru's back.
Okay.
I quite like that idea.
Clue. It was the same as 2 quotes ago. So your memory serves you well.
It doesn't. So was this Michael Burnham again?
No.
No. Oh.
If I don't mate with a mate, Vulcan or otherwise, I'll die. It's the same.
Oh right. That's back with the ball. Yeah.
T-Paul.
T-Paul. So who's T-Paul again? Was she talking about Tellarites?
No. It's the episode Bound from Enterprise where she finds out that Orion women are actually secret leaders of the Orion Syndicate, and
that was a good one.
She's like saying to them, "Well, it proves that even the most disagreeable species have some positive attributes because the future is female, or the."
Oh yeah, look at that! You've got written evidence that the future is female.
Human female.
Are you trying to set that off the wall?
Yeah, pull the wall down. This is octopus. It's Rysian octopus. Yeah.
Future is female. Wow, that's a Ferengi saying that. Bloody hell.
Which.
Quack.
The female Ferengis aren't even allowed to wear clothes or do business or have any possessions or. Oh, at the bottom here, it's a little Easter egg. It says one big self-stealing stem bolt.
Self-stealing stem bolts. Human, female.
Yes.
Good. Okay.
Alrighty.
Is that it? Is that the end of First Officer's log?
No, one more. If you drop a hammer on your foot, it's hardly useful to get mad at the hammer. Instead, you take it out on your children. Your firstborn.
Yeah. Blow up a Klingon ship instead. If you drop a hammer on your foot, this sounds like something a Vulcan would say. I think. Hey, Johan's back. Come on, guys, I need some help with it. I'm gonna. Yeah, who you talk to? I would have just hung up on them and said, "Sorry, it's Star Trek time." Can we hear it again? Starsfront says.
If you drop a hammer on your foot, it's hardly useful to get mad at the hammer.
What do we think? Do we think that sounds Vulcan? This isn't. to Paul again, or something nuts like that, is it? It's the kind of crazy thing you would do to us.
Crazy thing using Paul 3 times. Insane. No, but this is someone that I haven't actually used yet, but someone has guessed them many times before, so it is in the.
There's some kind of also Tuvok is coming up.
Yeah, J8 is the winner. You get fresh GAC for a year in your mail, in your postbox,
Oh,
hand
really?
delivered by
That was
spanner.
nicely done, JH. So that was right. That was Riker.
Yes, from the
Oh, I was
episode.
going off in a completely other direction with that one then.
In the episode Shades of Grey, The Next Generation, Riker is being quite reasonable.
Because I feel like if Riker dropped a hammer on his foot, he would have a right strop, a total hissy fit, and he would pick up the hammer and he'd smash up a control panel with it. I think he'd be a pissy
Not
little
sure
bitch about
how
that.
angry he gets, really. But maybe. But the point is, he's saying this to someone else, and I think he can be condescending towards
He
others.
can be a
It's like,
condescending.
do as I say, not as I do, Riker approach.
You're right.
You
A
know,
Riker.
does the Riker maneuver, and if anyone else did that, I'd be like, excuse me, what are you doing? It's not aye, Captain. It's just one eye is sufficient.
It's just one eye.
Idiot.
Yeah, that's right.
Ensign.
Demoted. Yeah, you're out of
Exactly.
Starfleet.
Aye, Captain. How dare you say aye twice? That is not the Starfleet way. I'm sure he says aye all the time.
All right. Is that the end of the round?
Yeah.
I haven't been keeping
am
track.
done.
We've got at least all of those, I think, between us. This is a collective thing, like a Borg.
Yes, you assimilated. Now you all get the gap.
All right, good.
Yak attack.
All right, let's move on.
Oh, next round. Let's do it. And I do like these logs. Round 3. Too much interference. So this round's basically the same round, right? But
Yeah.
But
Pretty much.
we will hear the clips first. I know, Spanny, you explain it's your round.
Oh, okay. Right then. So, too much interference. So I'm going to give you. I've interfered with 3 audio clips from some first officers' logs.
In like subspace interference, not anything.
Yes, not as in the
Yeah.
kind of interference you were thinking about.
Which
you ready?
one's the specified?
We jump straight in.
Yeah, totally ready.
All right,
So
everybody pay attention.
here I am.
Okay. That's because you look like Phlox then. There's a Phlox smile.
Dr. Flux.
Or Feasel, maybe. All right, here we go. Pay attention, everybody.
First officer's log, stardate 1207.3. On Earth, it's May 11th, 2256. A Sunday.
Doing it again?
It's a Sunday. Like, is this going to be any distinguishing information that I'll be able to?
There is. If you listen to the words that they're saying and then remember who said them.
Okay.
First officer's log, stardate 1207.3. On Earth, it's May 11th, 2256. A Sunday.
Okay. On Earth, it's 2256. A Sunday.
Sunday.
So
They might be talking about an ice cream sundae.
Spock.
Straight in there with
Spock.
Spock.
In the movie, when they go.
No, don't worry about Johan. You shouldn't be able to tell what it is. I've been interfering with these.
Oh yeah, you're
One more
not supposed to be able to hear them clearly. It's interfered with, because if you just played it regularly, then I'd be able to recognize the voice.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, thank
There
you
you go.
so much.
Yeah.
But
On Earth, it's May
on
11,
Earth-
2256. A Sunday.
A Sunday. Those famous words said by a first officer. So which first officer goes to 2256?
Any guesses?
No, Spock
No
went to
idea.
2256, I'm sure.
Spock went backwards and forwards a bit, I suppose. Although
Yes.
2256, that's not necessarily time travel, or is that what you mean?
Well, the year 2256 would be a time travel thing, right? No, it
Well,
wouldn't
it would
actually,
for
because
us.
it's
Would
not
for
the
us.
year 2056. I'm stupid because we're in 2022 now. I just combined 22, 56.
It sounds very similar. It's an easy mistake to make.
Okay, so then that's in the 23rd century. So that could be the original series then. So Spock. I'm just gonna go with Spock.
You're going with Spock. Any other guesses?
You have a non-distorted clip.
Yes, we have. You've made your guess now. Shall we listen to the original?
Yes.
So we can see if we can figure out if you were right or not. Here we go.
Yeah.
First officer's log, stardate 1207.3. On Earth, it's May 11th, 2256. A Sunday.
Michael Burnham, if the only thing you have to say to fear is no.
No.
Well,
I say that's fear
out of that,
all the time. I'm always saying that's fear. In fact, I do it so often, like fear's stopped taking much notice because I just say it too much.
No means no fear. I told you.
No, it means no.
No,
All right.
means no.
There you go. So yeah, Johan's right. It is one. Yes. Okay. All the Burnhams are popping up now. Ready for number 2. So to speak.
Burnham's responsible for the burn.
Oh, whoops! I pressed it by accident. You ready? Let's try again. Okay. Everybody, shut up. Shut up, everybody. Shut up. Pay attention.
Upon returning to the present with our missing crew members, we were relieved to discover that the timeline.
Got to return to the surface.
I downloaded some like audio software and I just had loads of fun playing with it. I stayed up while
Can we
almost
make our
9 o'clock last
voices
night.
the whole show like distorted like this? That'd be cool.
Thanks, JH. Yeah, we do take it way too seriously. As you should. That's the only way you can really enjoy Star Trek.
First officer's log
Again.
supplemental. Upon
Serious
returning to the present with our missing crew members, we were relieved to discover that the timeline.
And once more. Here we go.
First officer's log supplemental. Upon returning to the present with our missing crew members, we were relieved to discover that the timeline.
One more. I can't concentrate on this at all. It's really trippy. I feel like I'm
First
drunk.
officer's log supplemental. Upon returning to the present with our missing crew members, we were relieved to discover that the timeline.
Can someone type it in the chat again, please? Relieve missing
Central
crew
War.
members.
Oh yeah, it does totally. Starfleet pointing out that this sounds a bit like when the Suliban are talking to the people in the future during the temporal Cold War. It does sound a bit like that. It was unintentional. It's a female.
A human female or a... I mean, these should be, by definition, first officers. So is it T'Pol?
It is not T'Pol.
What are the first... Oh, Nerys.
That last line, we were relieved to discover that the satellite, not useful. Johan's working his way toward it, I feel.
It was supplementary.
Yeah.
One more time, Span.
First officer's log supplemental. Upon returning to the present with our missing crew members, we were relieved to discover that the timeline.
You were relieved to discover the timeline. Nerys.
It's not Kira. Oh, wait a minute. I can't remember.
You can't. You said
no.
It was a woman, and it's not Kira, and it's not Burnham, and it's not.
Sorry.
Oh.
I've forgotten which one we were on. It is Kira.
Well done. Degil.
Well done.
Is that how you pronounce it? Degil or Degil?
That's what I've been saying roughly.
Well, winner.
It's from what's it called? Past tense. You know where Cisco goes back in time to like round about nowish actually, and there's sort of riots going on, and he becomes like a civil war kind of.
So there's no homeless people. If you're homeless, you just get sent to this cornered off part of New York City.
Yeah. Do you want the original?
Yes, please.
First officer's log supplemental. Upon returning to the present with our missing crew members, we were relieved to discover that the timeline had been restored.
Phew, guys.
It's a good job that that you said that was Kira, because I kind of forgotten and I wasn't looking at my notes. I was thinking it was the next one. So well done. Here we go. Pay attention, everybody.
Good job. Yeah.
Opening hailing frequencies.
First officer's personal log. The lights are back on, but that doesn't mean we see clearly. People are always hiding things. The lights are back on. Doesn't mean we see clearly. People are always hiding things.
Was that good
First
impression?
officer's personal log. The lights are back on, but that doesn't mean we see clearly. People are always hiding things.
People are always hiding things. I'm always going to find a thing, and then somebody's hidden it.
It's like your
Annoying.
backlit. Damn it, where have they hidden it? And then
Yeah,
you
like
realize
with
it's in your pillow when you go to lie down and you get stabbed in the
Exactly.
head. Story of my life. Okay. First officer log. I mean, I want to say Riker. I want to
It sounds
say
like
it's
an Ewok,
Riker.
doesn't it? Yeah.
People are always hiding things, but I can't
You're
remember.
on the
Like,
wrong franchise there, JH.
is it? It must be Riker. You've done it to someone who is normally quite. Doesn't sound like that, obviously.
First officer's personal log. The lights are back on, but that doesn't mean we see clearly. People are always hiding things.
Yeah, you're right.
Then it sounds a bit disco. Is it Saru?
Jake was saying that it is getting all philosophizing, and that is this one. So if it's philosophizing,
Yes, it does. I agree. Saru does seem the type to be complaining about hiding things and like not like revealing their inner
I bet
self.
Saru never loses anything. I bet he doesn't. He's the kind of guy who's got like really neat quarters.
He keeps his kelp in the kelp designated
in a bin.
kelp pouch.
Bin. It's not Saru.
Does Saru recycle? And that is a question for next week.
I bet he does if you heat him up enough. I mean, like in the Mirror Universe, they eat him, don't they?
Doesn't stuff come out of him like when he or his flaps get all excited?
Ganglia. Yeah.
Yeah, ganglia.
What's going on there? Spock? No, sorry, not Spock.
Okay, let's do what series is it from? Let's narrow it down.
Strange New Worlds. Actually, there's only one first officer in each series.
From Strange New Worlds, then, isn't it? It's
I didn't think about that, did I?
Noonien Singh.
Yeah, XO. It is XO. Una Chin Riley, I think it turned out her name was. She's good, actually. You know, like
That's the actress name, isn't it? Noonien Singh?
No. The
first officer. Who's she?
actress is, I don't know how you pronounce it. Rebecca, is it Romaine or something? Romjin? Romaine?
But I thought Noonien Singh was first officer.
No, that's security officer.
Oh, well, I know nothing.
Shall we listen to the original?
First officer's personal log. The lights are back on, but that doesn't mean we see clearly. People are always hiding things.
I preferred it before. It was way more fun.
Yeah, it is. She sounds better. They should do this. You should make the actress inhale helium the whole
First
time.
officer's personal log. The lights are back on, but that doesn't mean we see clearly. People are always
Actually, she
hiding
sounds
things.
like in the episode where Data makes a pen pal friend from a
Oh my god, it does.
People.
Really long little fingers.
Sure, that was a very specific thing, but it was like
does
a
this
little
thing,
girl
like,
who.
"Oh,
It's a pretty
dead."
sad episode actually because her whole family has abandoned her, and probably been destroyed because the planet's like exploding. And she's this little girl trying to make contact, like, "Is anybody out there? I'm all alone." And Data's like, "Yeah, I'm here, little girl." And he's like, "Oh shit, we're not supposed to contact
Oops, Prime Directive.
incapable species," and he gets in trouble. And,
That's the one.
Yeah, but that was a digression. Cool. Very good, very good. Any more? I like these.
No, that was it. That's your lot. 3.
Very good, very difficult. That was very difficult, but fun to do.
That was tricky. That was harder than I anticipated. On to the next one.
Yes, round next. That was very fun, that round. There's Riker doing his maneuver, the urinal, or urinal. Depending if you're in England or USA.
Oh, so right. Sorry, did I not say who it was? Jen Carl's asking who it was. It was the EXO. They just tend to call it EXO in
Very
Strange New
Battlestar
Worlds,
Galactica.
I think her name is Una Chin Riley, the character's name.
Itchy
She's
Chin
pretty good.
Riley.
She's
Yes.
good. They didn't use her enough in Strange New Worlds, surprisingly. In the original, in the very first pilot, she was played by Majel Barrett, wasn't she?
Yeah. So Margel Barrett is also Luoxana Troy, also the voice of the computer in The Next Generation.
She's
So when you
amazing.
go, computer, how are you today? Look, her voice would be like, do not recognize the question.
It was Magil Barrett who was EXO. And then
Who
she
is also
became
married
Nurse.
to Gene Roddenberry, the creator.
And she was Nurse Janice in the original series, of course.
What other things? And she
What a
was
woman.
having an affair with Gene.
Yeah.
It's all
Just-
the fun facts.
Okay. Oh, I didn't even pay attention to. Let's just have another look at what we're doing next.
Trivial
in Pursuit. So that pitch, that was just Riker doing the maneuver while he's at the
So
Sonic
is he aiming into
toilet.
the other one, not the
Yeah.
one that he's got his foot on?
He's got to put his foot up, hasn't he? Because he's all man. He's Riker.
There is actually a reason for why he invented the maneuver. He was having really bad back problems during the filming of The Next Generation. So in order to stay on his
Oh,
feet
yeah.
during filming long, he couldn't actually sit down normally.
I think he's just saying that now just to try and reclaim some credibility. I think
Maybe
it's just Jonathan.
because
I think
he felt
Jonathan
like he
Frakes'
could
line about that. He thought at the
exactly.
time in the late 80s, early 90s, it made him look awesome.
He'd be like, "Hello, ladies. Here's my crotch.
Hey, ladies, yeah, check these out. And
Check out these thighs."
And it's like he was just shoving his plums in Data's face most of the time. But
Careful, Spanner. You might get another semi with this kind of talk.
no, quite the opposite, in fact. So, that's when it's just pointing out, that she got scripted out in Strange New Worlds at the end. She did, didn't she? Because she was, this is Una Chinrala, she was genetically modified, and that's not cool.
That's illegal
She's
unless
an
you're
augment.
Bashir.
Yeah, just like Bashir. You're right, actually.
Just like Bashir, but Bashir gets away with it.
So, Johan's on his way. Thanks, man. I will see you later.
See you later, Johan. Thanks so much. We'll miss you.
Live long and stuff. Okay, what do we have to do now?
Trivial Pursuit. So this is just random trivia about first officer trivia. So answer the questions right, thumbs up. Answer them wrong, then I will burn your house down.
Right.
In the episode, A Matter of Honor, how does Commander William T. Riker become first officer of Klingon vessel IKS Pa?
I think it was like an exchange program where they took a Klingon. In fact, was it Worf's brother that came on board the Enterprise, played by Tony Todd, the awesome Tony Todd, and Riker would swap places with him, like an exchange student kind of thing, except interstellar and with different species, and
So I think you're mixing two episodes up there, but focus on where you were going at the beginning. So yes, it is the episode where they do Riker is an exchange program where he replaces a officer on a Klingon ship. But the question is, how does he become the first officer? Because he has to do something in order to.
I get you right. Yes. As Jenka says, Tony Todd, Candyman. I love Candyman. It's a great film. It was also in the remake of Night of the Living Dead. And just while we're talking about Tony Todd, or at least while I'm talking about Tony Todd over and over, if anybody's seen The Man from Earth, it's kind of a little-known sci-fi film from 2009. Such a good film. A lot of Star Trek alumni in there. And it was written by Jerome Bixby, who wrote some of the best episodes of the original series. The Man from Earth, you've got to see it. Tony Todd's in there. That's why. Anyway.
But what does he do to become first officer on the Klingon ship? Pa.
He kills the existing first officer. Does he kill him, or does he just beat him up?
Yeah, he just beats the shit out of him and
Wouldn't
says,
be
if
very
anybody,
Starfleet
like,
to
I'm
kill
first
him.
officer. If you disagree, I'll beat the shit out of you too. It's a great episode. It's a really good episode.
That was okay.
Really good one. Oh, I forgot to show you my Horgon, by the way, because I'm on Riser.
Is that cool? All right, yeah, go on. Show us your Horgon. Is that your Horgon? It looks pointy.
It's a bit of Christmas themed Horgon, but they're a bit ahead of time in Riser, so we're already in.
Okay, we got there. Yes, JH, Man from Earth. Check it out.
Next. Okay, difficult one. You up for the challenge?
Oh, yeah.
Commander Lorna Simon is which captain's first officer? You're like, who the fuck? And what series are they from? And I can give you the
Lorna.
series if it helps. Simon.
Yeah. Let's have the series.
TOS.
TOS, really? Lorna Simon is whose first officer? Don't get hog on her ear, Stars Francis.
Too late. Puke. Oh, Pike. I thought it said Puke.
Pike. From original series, no. I think by that time Pike had his accident and probably wasn't in many ships flying around too much.
He just had his sponge bath officer at that point.
I can't remember. I'm in no position to Google it. You guys are going to have to Google it for me. No, don't do that.
I'll just give you the answer.
Yep.
It's Captain Robert April.
Robert April.
You homie, you homeboy, Robbie April. Come on.
Robert April, who actually was in command of the Enterprise before Kirk, wasn't he?
Yes, the Enterprise B.
B? Really? No, because Kirk was on 1701.
Oh,
okay.
So I was hoping it would be that one, but Enterprise.
Just the Enterprise, the same ship, I guess. Yeah.
The Enterprise. Excellent. Okay. You want an easy one or a hard one? Actually, I have two fairly easy ones, to be honest.
Okay, let's have one of those.
Okay. I actually have three. I actually have one very difficult one, so I'll give you an easy one first. How many pips does a first officer wear on their uniform?
On the collar.
Wherever the pips go. How many glasses does Alfie have? I have many, many, many glasses. Many glasses. But right now I just have two. Which ones do you like better? The hearts ones or these ones?
I think the heart one's maybe for Ricer.
And what are these ones for then?
Oh, those, I guess those are maybe just for when you're on like a desert planet somewhere, you know.
Like if an alien species has 4 eyes, this is 3 pips.
Yeah.
Yes, good job,
Everything
good job.
3.
Well done.
It's 3.
Very good, yeah. 4 is the maximum pips. No.
Yeah.
4 is maximum pips, captain, and then admirals get like this strip pip.
Yeah, like a long one, into it, you know, like a...
All the pips like get melded together and become a super pip.
Mind melded, yeah.
Admiral.
3 pips. Okay.
3 pips. Okay. In real life, IRL, who does first officer Kira Nerys? Who is she? Who does she have 2 children with in real life?
You mean Nana Visitor?
Yes, but in Star Trek, it's a character also from Star Trek.
Oh.
The son of Spock. Yes.
I have no interest in real life. No, Starspoint's saying Adam Nimoy, but that's Terry Farrell is married to Adam Nimoy, isn't she?
Yeah, that's Dax. Jadzia
Dax. Yeah, we're talking Kira Nerys, Nana Visitor. I didn't know she was married to a Trek alumni.
She's actually divorced now, but they do still have 2 kids. Or I think at least 2.
Henry Belafonte. It's a long shot, but maybe. Good question. No, I don't know. I don't know this one.
All right.
I retweeted her the other day and everything.
All right. Then, if no one cares, the answer is Julian Bashir.
Go on. She's married to Alexander El Fadigue.
Yeah, she was. She was married.
Was
during. Well, I think they're divorced now, but during the filming of Deep Space Nine, I think they met in Deep Space Nine, and then have some babies.
Well, I never.
And yeah.
So okay.
Woo, yeah.
Bashir likes a bit of Bajoran.
Who? Oh yeah, Bashir Bajoran. Yeah, nice. Who doesn't? Okay, last question. Following Riker's promotion to captain of the Titan, who was to succeed him as first officer of the Enterprise? That's a
Hmm.
really hard one. If you get that, then you have all my honor, and you get to stove the court on my behalf.
Oh, okay. So Riker's in command of the Titan. I feel like I'm going to go with Degile. Sorry, I can't remember your name. Degile with this and say Data. Is this Data in red?
No.
Huh? It wasn't Data. Oh, Shelby.
No.
Damn, I thought I was being clever there. You remember Commander Shelby? She comes on board and Riker's in her way.
She's driven. She's hungry. She's ready. She's ready.
She's on the fast track to the top.
That would make sense.
It's
Like
not
if you asked me
Data.
this question, I would have guessed Shelby.
But it's not Data either.
No, and
Worf.
you know, no, you're not going to get it. And when you say when you go, oh, how I wasn't going to get that, and then you want more explanation, I won't have any for you. So
Okay.
probably not the best.
Yeah, Wesley.
best
That would be funny if it was Wesley. Gone.
But here we go. Your favorite, one and only, Martin Madden.
Madden. Yeah, wait a minute. This sounds familiar.
Raffi.
They
That's a
swapped
good
a
guess.
whole
I like that guess. I like that guess.
because
That's
Riker
good.
didn't go to the Titan on his own, did it? He took like Data and Worf and so on with him, and they were doing like a test of some kind, like a maneuvers.
Like the 11 plus.
Yeah. And so they brought on a whole bunch of other people, and Madden, I think, was one of them. Yes.
Yes, exactly. So Riker fucked off with all the good bridge crew, and Martin Madden came in runners up and was going to be the new first officer, but that never happened. So
That was what? Oh, Raffi. Yeah, Raffi.
yeah,
I've
Raffi.
got all
I
about
like.
Raffi, haven't we?
But was she a first officer? I think because didn't what's his name? The captain
Rios.
Captain
Cristobal
he had
Rios.
himself as first officer, didn't he? He just had holographic versions of himself to do all
Yeah.
the roles. But then she might have been first officer after Picard took over. But he was never really captain of the ship. It was always Captain Rios.
No, it wasn't, was it? Yes. So yes, I guess actually Raffi was the second in command on Rios's ship.
In Picard.
Yeah, JH thinks so.
We'll just agree.
Yeah, Worf
that,
may have been left behind. I can't remember. Okay. Wow, some of those were tough. Was that it?
Yeah. That is it. Good job. Well done for the first officer trivia. Do we have one more round?
Let's make it a quick one. I've got a quick one for you.
Okay. Let's make it a quickie then. Go on.
All right.
Can you... Is this it?
Yes, this is it.
Right. Cool.
Okay,
I
we
like
don't need music. All right. I'm going to go full screen. Let me just... I have to try and do this from here. Okay, so what you need to do is put these in order, in chronological order.
Okay, by the law or by when the series was out?
By the canon, by the law.
Okay, so... Okay.
Okay, so this is not in the order that they were broadcast.
No, so T'Pol is number one. T'Pol, number one.
You want T'Pol at the top?
Yeah.
Let's move Spock out of the way. Oops, I'll put in there.
And then we go to...
Anybody else? Who's after T'Pol?
So Jack...
Chronologically speaking.
So Jack, Will, and Chakotay are all from and Kira are all from the same timeline. So can they all just be clumped together?
Well, not sort of, but
no.
No, but also no. I hadn't really thought about that. Okay.
So then let's go
So-
Una, Chin, Riley next.
I think I was saying Spock or Michael Burnham next.
I want to go with
Paul?
Una, Chin,
Oh,
Riley.
Degas saying, okay, sorry, go on. Are you looking at the live chat? You've got some clues in the live chat.
Well, I want to go with Una next. after
Una
Paul.
next, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what
And then
guy
Michael
thinks.
Burnham, then Spock.
Then Burnham,
Yeah, then Spock.
then Spock.
I might change it at the end, but this is where I'm going right
All
now.
right.
Then Jack Ranson.
Then Jack Ransom.
No, Will Riker first, then Jack Ranson. And then
Anybody else? Who's after Riker?
Chakotay. Or Kieran Reese.
Kieran Reese.
So the Battle of... So when was the Cardassian occupation? Okay, we'll do Jack Ranson at the very end. Chakotay, Jack Ranson. Final
All right.
answer. 50-50. Phone a friend. Have a 1 in a million.
To Paul, Chin Riley, Burnham, Spock, Riker, Nerys, Chakotay. My people. And Ransom. Who's Ransom?
Handsome Ransom from Lower Decks.
Lower Decks. Well done. Is this stuff? Yeah, that's who Ransom is. Yeah, Kira and Chakotay.
Hey, Chakotay. It's your birthday.
Are we happy with that? This is only a quick one.
I am if
Do we
it's right.
wanna-
I'm very happy if
Do
it's
we want
right.
to see? I've got the right answer in the next one. At least I don't know if it's the right answer, but it's what I wrote down.
Okay. I'm happy with my answers because I can't be bothered anymore. I love it.
Let's see. Okay. That's the same as I put anyway.
Was it?
You're just taking it off the screen.
I'll put it back.
Let's let everybody see. Okay.
So it's the same.
Yeah, this is yours.
Excellent.
And that was mine.
Oh, but the spacing isn't good.
Yeah, the spacing's much better on mine, but you know.
Yay! That's cool. I like that order. I like that little round. That's
Yes,
great.
the
That's
starter one points out Una Chin and Michael Burnham. Yeah, that's a close call.
But so is
I-
Chakotay, like Will Riker and Chakotay, because they're all alive during the same time. They're all actually no, Chakotay was first officer actually later because he was actually in the Marquis first, right? So yeah, I should have thought logically about that. But Kieran
Yes, that's a good
Reese
point.
would have been the same before. Actually, Kieran Reese would have been before Chakotay, because the Cardassian occupation was before Voyager.
Which is what you got. You got Nerys before Chakotay.
Cool. Very cool. But then if you could actually put Michael Burnham like the end because she's far in the future. Or God knows where the discovery is.
I suppose, yeah.
But we don't want to be technically speaking.
Technically speaking. Nicely done. Pun far.
Thank you.
You did it.
Excellent. That was a really fun game. Any suggestions for next week? We haven't got a topic for next week.
Actually, I thought you were away next week.
Oh yes, I am. I'm in health. So no quiz next week. The following week, the first person to write something in the chat will be what we do, and whatever it is, no matter how difficult, no matter how stupid, no matter how off topic, whatever it is, we will do it.
You asked for that. You kind of asked for that one. Stars Points put drugs.
You know what? There's episodes including drugs, and we should also take drugs while we do the quiz. Yeah,
Oh, that's a great idea. Yeah, massive pupils while we're ripped off our tits on Star Trek.
On drugs quiz, and you win drugs. Ah, it sounds
We
great.
already did the holodeck. Yes, we have we done doctors. We've got
Holodeck
drugs
was
and
last
doctors. Have both come up in the chat.
Drugs. I'm a drug addict now. Sorry. We last week was holodeck, but we will, I hope, upload that quiz somewhere in the near future.
Yes, we did do
Let's take the
holodeck.
latest
But
season
yeah,
with Chris
and actually
Pine
that's an
trivia.
interesting one from JH. Sometime maybe we'll try the films.
I think he just has a Chris Pine crush, and he just wants to know fun
He
facts
does.
about Chris Pine.
Talks about him a lot.
Is Chris Pine married? Does Chris Pine? what's What does he like to wear for bed?
His hair is magnificent, don't you all think? Yeah, so he talks about it a lot. He's a big fan. Klingon.
What about
I like
Klingon?
that.
Klingon is also a good choice.
But you did say whoever got in there first. And
Yeah, and
I think drugs is an
no,
interesting challenge.
It could be fun. It could be fun. Right, next week, not next week, the following week, bring your drugs, bring your friends, bring your
Big hair. Yes, he does have big hair, although not as big as Pike's. JH is saying
Anson's mount.
Anson's mount. I know. What did they do with that to him for?
Oh, it looks
So
fantastic.
2 weeks today, Star Trek drugs.
Dun dun dun.
There's gonna be
Drugs
a good
on
one.
drugs with drugs.
Every answer is going to be Ketracel White, isn't it?
Yeah, every time you get an answer right, you have to snort a line.
you have to do some Ketracel.
Yeah, and then you have to drink petrol. Is that drugs?
Similar.
I
Blood
just
wine.
invented a new.
Well, thanks everybody for joining us on Star Trek highlyillogical.com. Oh, no, wait a minute. That's not what we call, is it? Oh, yeah, it is.
Star Trek Highly Illogical.com.
That was weird.
Yes, that's our
Oh, it is
website.
.com. Yeah.
Yeah, but we're Spanner and Alfie from Star Trek Highly Illogical.
Oh, Starsfront's just put a good one in the chat there. Excellent. Yes, that counts as a drug, a techno drug.
The funny game which they all
The
get.
game. I think it's called The Game.
Yes, the orgasm game,
The orgasm game.
which Beverly Crusher wants to play with her son. It's an orgasm
Ew.
incest drug game.
And it looks like
The
a
game,
shit game.
right before that's your homework. Before the next show, you have to go and watch The Game. It's a TNG episode from season 5 or 6 called The Game. The Next
Brilliant.
Generation. Watch it. There'll be a quiz.
There'll be
Not
a test.
on that, but
Yeah.
it's great.
Thank you for joining us.
Yes, thank you. Goodbye. That's it. That's all
and
from
we'll
us.
see you in 2 weeks.
Yes, can't wait. Ciao for
Kapla.
now. Live long and be yourself.